day ago we got the news that the SnyderVerse might be returning, and it's one signature away from signing the deal, including Saudi Arabia backing. And this would mean that Zack Snyder wins because he's friends with Saudi Arabia, and whether or not they decide to back up Paramount or back up whoever was it, I forgot by this point. This still is going to include Zack because they could back up two companies. The
yeah.
Allison family. Oh yes, the Allison family. Something in Paramount. Who cares? I just want the universe to be back.
Yes.
Restore the SnyderVerse.
Wait a
Hashtag.
minute. Wait a minute.
Yes.
Is the fact that Zack Snyder is friends with the Saudi Arabian explaining why he always puts questionable scenes in his movies?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Boy, I would never have thought that I would be so happy if Saudi Arabia actually does something like that.
Before we ever knew any of this, me and Logan covered all the pictures that Zack released on Instagram, and this all seemed very deliberate because he never does such things, and he didn't even had any Instagram accounts before. I don't think so. And all of a sudden he makes one and he starts posting pictures that we never seen before, excluding one of Superman, which is this one right here that you see now. So we thought that there is something to it, and it turns out that there is something to it.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Other people thought as well, and seems like we are right. Of course, me and Logan, we are not starting a party yet,
no.
because we know very well that everybody can
Nothing is set in stone yet.
Yeah, nothing can be, nothing is set in stone yet, so we are not like having a party already, but at least we are very hopeful that this is true, because this is what my gut is telling me for years, that something is gonna happen. It's just a feeling that I had, but I didn't pay any attention to it because I didn't see how this is gonna happen, but I was literally having a feeling that's gonna happen. Let's continue now with the article, guys. So this is from Cosmic Book News again, like the previous article was. Henry Cavill back as Superman, Ben Affleck possibly Batman, SnyderVerse updates exclusives. I have an update on the return of the SnyderVerse and what I'm hearing from my insiders. Before getting into it, here's the current situation. Variety reported that the Saudis are teaming with Paramount for a full WBD takeover shortly after Paramount publicly denied the report. So no matter how this turns out, the bottom line stays the same. The Saudis want Zack Snyder back, and they want the SnyderVerse restored. If the Saudis back Paramount and win, Snyder wins. If they back Comcast and win, Snyder wins. Either way, Snyder comes out ahead. So yeah, Comcast was the other company. As I tweeted, the wild card is President Donald Trump, who has been reported to be backing Skydance Paramount. While Trump is said to dislike Comcast CEO, my insiders point out that Comcast positioned itself for a WBD bid by creating a separate company to dump the networks Trump hates. Oh, to dump the networks Trump hates. Wow. So that issue may not stop anything. My insiders told me Zack knows exactly what is going on with Trump, and that's why Zack posted that Henry Cavill Superman image, and that's why Zack Snyder posted that Superman image on Veterans Day. Update: the White House just announced a massive deal worth $600 million with the Saudis after a meeting with Trump.
Oh boy.
Actors expected to return. If the SnyderVerse truly comes back, that means the actors return to their roles. I'm told Henry Cavill is back as Superman, Gal Gadot is back as Wonder Woman, Jason Momoa will be back as Aquaman, Ray Fisher will be back as Cyborg, Ezra Miller as The Flash. I'm told doubtful.
Yeah.
The man, the man.
The man Affleck.
The man
He's
Affleck.
the man. He's the man.
He's the man.
Yeah.
The Ben Affleck question. The biggest unknown is Ben Affleck. If you follow the last decade of drama, you know he's been burnt multiple times, including being cut from the real ending of The Flash. My insiders say Affleck possibly returns as Batman, but warn, it's a lot of work physically. Yeah, of course it is. So here's Zack Snyder with, well, some guy from Saudi Arabia.
With some guy from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Apparently.
They all dress the same.
Yeah.
Snyder's plan and what comes after. I'm told the plan is for Snyder to finish his SnyderVerse. I'm told the Saudi WBD deal has been in the works for some time. It's also the reason Zaslav passed on Paramount's earlier bids 3 times. Wow. Zack is close with the Saudis and they want his storyline back to back to rival Marvel and the upcoming Avengers films. Sounds like they're aiming straight at Disney. After Snyder completes his arc, I'm told DC will reboot again, likely under Mike DeLuca and Pam Abby, the current heads of Warner Brothers Pictures. The fate of the DCU and James Gunn. Regarding James Gunn and the DCU, I'm told that if Paramount and the Saudis are indeed teaming up, James Gunn's DCU is toast and Gunn will be forced out due to Gunn's divisive politics. Gunn, the head of DC Studios, posted and said nothing on Veterans Day. I've also been told that Gunn's Man of Tomorrow is just the original plans for Man of Steel 2 with Brainiac. Which is just stealing another person's script and all.
That's not his first time. He was never actually original in most of the things that he was doing. So
yeah. Okay. So I've been told that if Comcast Universal ends up buying WBD, there's a real chance Gunn could actually team with Zack Snyder for the Snyderverse return. I doubt that to my very core.
Yeah.
I don't believe that they're actually friends. I mean, Snyder looks uncomfortable here and in pain.
It's kind of like, let's just take a photo for, for the press.
Yeah, just for the freaking press.
Just for the press.
He looks uncomfortable and in pain. I wouldn't make this face if I was to take a picture with a guy that I actually liked.
Actually, how old is Zack Snyder?
I don't know. Well, he's old. I'm not sure how old he is.
He's not older than James Gunn, or?
I'm not sure.
He's training and looks way better than James Gunn ever will.
Yeah, well, James Gunn has Botox.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Okay, so James Gunn looks fake and gay like always. Like he always does. He's not gay, but I mean that he looks fake and gay. That's an expression. Doesn't mean that he's actually gay. Hold your panties. Hold your panties. Okay, so the fate of the DCU and James Gunn. I read that, right? Okay, I read that. Yes, and this to finish it off, my insiders say one idea being floated is Gunn writing the Justice League 2 script with Chris Terrio already having a treatment and Snyder directing. I really doubt that. He's gonna poop on that like crazy.
Why would Chris Terrio work with Gunn? I mean, he can write that all by himself.
Yeah.
Or Snyder can help him. Why would they need a Gunn to write anything? He's a poor writer.
He's just gonna write poop jokes.
Just going to write that.
Dude.
Yes, and will say, dude, I'm doing important stuff. And then they were screaming and shouting at each other and, stupid jokes. Ha ha he he, gigi goo goo, gaga pee pee.
Yeah, exactly.
Ass pee pee.
Yeah, ass pee pee.
He's just going to write that.
So it would be a full circle moment since Gunn and Snyder both got their starts in Universal with Dawn of the Dead. Who cares? This is another entity. It's not about them having full circle. Like what full circle for crying out loud? They have different types of directing, different types of vision. They shouldn't be collabing because they're gonna clash heads.
They can't work together. I mean, it's like putting one genius to work with another idiot. I mean,
a genius with an idiot, basically. I mean, a genius in directing, not a genius in writing. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
So this is ridiculous, and he's a lefty. He's a crazy lefty.
Exactly. So how can they work with that? And also, if the Saudis, by that they wouldn't like his. Lefty ideas and everything else. My right hand man, lefty.
Okay, so what do you guys think? We're gonna get to your comments in a second, and then we're gonna continue with this picture, which is a very cool picture.
Well, we are hopeful. I mean, really, really, really hopeful because that universe deserves to actually come back because it wasn't all that flop that people say it was actually very lucrative for Warner Brothers. They just were dumbasses and wanted Marvel money, but Marvel already made that money because they started from scratch and they established the universe. And by that point, when DC actually decided, oh yeah, now we're starting, they were already ahead with their movies. Of course, they will make money. You can't expect to make the same money when you just start your universe. You have to give it a chance to breathe, you know. And it was really, really lucrative. I mean, the BVS, I think it made 800 and something
Yeah.
million. Yeah,
Actually, he just checked,
yeah,
just
I
to be
checked those
sure
and
that
it
all the
showed,
money, I mean, all the movies were profitable,
yeah, all
even
the
though they
movies
didn't
were.
make as much as Marvel. They were all profitable. They didn't lose any money, unlike Superman, who is now 58 million deep
Yeah.
in loss.
And actually, even the first Suicide Squad made around 700 and 745 or something like that million,
Yeah,
which is more than the new Superman.
way more.
Way more,
That's all the
yes.
money, and without the inflation,
Yeah,
and tickets sold. I mean, people that actually went to see the movie were 2 times, if not 2 times and a half more than the people that went to see Superman.
and actually, I don't like that Suicide Squad movie, but compared to the new Superman movie, it's way better. I
Yeah.
mean, every movie of that is of that universe is
that's
way better.
yeah,
But then after that, when
everyone.
they switch and they start idiotic things like a blue beetle and I don't know my grandmother's left slipper movie, you know.
Left slipper movie. That's
Yeah, I mean, and
that's
then everything
amazing.
starts to fail, you know. Just actually post that universe, I think I enjoyed only Aquaman 2. That was a
Aquaman
good
2 was
movie. Yeah,
great. Yeah.
exactly.
Very, very fun
Yeah.
movie. Very nice. Okay, guys, so now it's time to read some of your live comments in the chat before we start with the next topic. So let us see here. We have one guy that hates our guts already in the other chat, but we're never gonna agree on this. So why bother? Just
Why
don't watch
bother?
us if you
Yes.
don't like us, and that's it.
He
These
has to tell us, George, how
okay.
much in the wrong we are.
Oh,
Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to sleep.
we just said that
You
we are
know.
reading the article. I mean, we did imply at least that we wouldn't
That it's not set in
get
stone,
a.
yes.
Yeah, it's not set in
Exactly.
stone. We said that we are not having a party because this is not a fact yet. Seems credible.
Yeah.
Definitely seems credible by all accounts, but we couldn't know for sure until we actually know for sure.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that is what we say. It seems very promising again. We were talking about this even before it was out in terms of news because it seemed that things are going in that direction, although it seemed very impossible, but it seemed that they were going that direction because of the post that Zack Snyder made. And seems like we were right because at least now we have actual news about this, like for
Yeah.
2 days in a row, even more by this point.
Yeah.
So we are saying this looks very good and we see what happens in the future.
Yeah.
So
Also, to actually prefer the James Gunn universe to the SnyderVerse is really a display of poor taste to me. Because really, I mean, you can't watch any of the other movies and say, "Well, that movie was way better." Who the man with the freaking underwear that was as long as my grandmother's underwear? I mean,
as big as your grandmother's
yeah,
underwear. It's
the guy
biggest.
who did nothing the whole movie except in the end.
Yeah, and the end he
Anyway,
was Superman for 2 seconds when he
the
said Lois Miss Lane.
made from the guy who gave us what an freaking orgy.
Yes, don't mention
I
it.
mean, just
Okay, so guys in the chat. So hi to Vic Martino who says, "Good seeing you here doing a live chat. I'm recent subscriber to your channel here. Love you too. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Vic Martino.
Thank you, Vic, and welcome.
We appreciate that." And Tsunami says the deal with the Saudis is closer to $1 trillion now. So as of the news I saw yesterday, yeah.
Nice, nice. So let them put that signature there and give us good movies. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Jeremiah says only because they keep going on about BS against him, but he has a right to be against anyone he wants. A ruler or president is still a human being and has fatigue and feelings. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Jeremiah.
I think it's about Trump who didn't like some of the guys at Comcast. As it was in the article. But
yeah.
of course he doesn't need to.
Well, we have no idea what's happening there, so
Yeah.
You can't really comment on that objectively. Thomas says Jingle Bells, Batman smells,
Jingle
Robin
bells,
laid an egg.
Batman smells,
The Batman.
Robin laid an egg. And the Batmobile lost a wheel and the Joker got away.
Perfect.
Yes. Here we go.
I hope that you enjoyed this video. From me, the 40k Empress and Logan, the creators of this channel. I wish you all the best, guys, who watch this next. Let us know what you think in the comments and check the links down below if you like to support us. Love you guys. Bye bye.